Hello everyone, Norm Kittleson here. Welcome back. I am at the osprey nest this morning. You can see the nest right here, and the ospreys are actually perched in this tree right here right now. I've been here for a while shooting some video and some stills. They've been very active this morning. When I first showed up, one of the osprey was perched in a tree eating a fish. I quickly got my camera set up and shot some video of that. I also got some stills and video of them flying around, and they've been very active in bringing nesting material back to the nest this morning. So it's pretty clear that they are here to stay for the season. I'm really excited about that. I'm looking forward to seeing how things go for them and how many little ones they managed to brood this year. So I'm gonna get back to the studio, see how these stills and video look, and I'll post them up, and we'll see you then. And here's the female sitting in a tree near the nest. The male is right above her in a neighboring tree. The female's busy working on a fish. The nest is located very close to the White River and White Lake, and they hunt in the river and the lake. She's really working on that fish pretty hard. Here's a nice close-up of her. You can see the fish in her talon. Here she is a little more close-up. She's picking some bones out of there. She's going to pull a pretty good chunk of flesh off it here in just a second. There we go. Nothing like a little sashimi for breakfast. Another close-up of her. This is right after she finished. And then the male started bringing some sticks back to the nest. Here he is flying in with a pretty good sized stick. And he's going to drop this one off without landing in the nest. See the stick falling into the nest here. And he continued to circle around, and then he flew in to join, here's the female flying in rather, to join the male in the nest. Aren't they a lovely couple? The male was bringing in some more sticks, coming in for a landing with this one. Here they are together. Now, the male is going to take off here in a second, and he's going to hover above the female, which is part of their mating ritual. He will fly above her as part of their traditional mating. He doesn't land on her this time, but he's going to fly off. But very shortly, he returns and he lands on the back of the female as if they were going to copulate, but they don't copulate this time. That's coming up a little bit later. And he flies off again, and he's going to go get some more sticks. There's an eagle's nest about 300 yards behind the osprey nest, and this eagle is watching them and probably saying to itself, why don't you two just get a room? This eagle's nest is really far off. It's very hard to get good photos of. Here's the male bringing in some more sticks. The males retrieve the nesting material, and the females build the nest. Here's the male coming in with a nice clump of grass. They've really built up the nest quite a bit this spring. It wasn't quite as tall as it is last year. And I don't know how many years they've been here. I discovered this nest in July of last year and documented their stay until the end of the season. So I'm hoping I can document their entire stay this year. The male flew off again. And shortly thereafter, the female flew off as well. She's going to take off right here. They both landed in a nearby tree. You can see them here, very close together. The male is going to take off and come over and land on the female. And then they're going to start copulating. You can see the male moving over at this point. They will copulate up to 300 times before the female will lay eggs. And so this is a quite frequent phenomenon. I was pretty lucky to actually catch them in the act, as it were. So here they are copulating. and the male comes off, and about 30 seconds later, the female decides to take a big poop. That concludes this episode of Osprey Watch 22. Thanks so much for watching. I apologize for not getting this video out sooner, but I am not a full-time photographer, videographer, YouTuber. I work 2 jobs, and it took me a while to get this edition ready. In case you're wondering, the equipment I use to shoot my videos is a Nikon Z9 with the Nikkor 200 to 500 f 5.6 f-mount lens. It's not ideal. I could use a longer lens, so if anyone out there would like to be my benefactor, I would love to get the Z-mount 800 millimeter PF f 6.3, so keep that in mind. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and hit that bell if you want to be notified when that content is available. We'll see you next time. Until then, stay focused.